Welcome to another edition of 42 Years Straight In, Volume 1, Part 29. I just left another 7-Eleven up on Riverfront. Crackheads out and about, all talking loud in the store and shit. But I let them make it. I had the motherfucking shank ready to roll. And I didn't have to use it. So let's ride, y'all. I'm gonna touch on a few things that was left in the comment section. A guy asked me about cartels. There's no cartel members in Texas Department of Criminal Justice. All their cases go federal. Now, I've seen some guys there who were big time drug dealers on the outside, but they wasn't cartel guys. Most of all those guys, the United States government is gonna deal with those guys. They're not dealt with on the state level, it's on the federal level. The guy asked me to do a spread video. Later I will, but I'm just getting my feet wet right now. One that I would do is I gotta go purchase all the ingredients from Walmart anyway. And one guy asked me about some reason everybody's stuck on gangs in Texas prison. I have repeatedly said over and over again, gangs do not run shit in no Texas prison. They're just there. They eat that same sorry ass food in the child everybody else eat. Those maximum security units are not air conditioned. The only thing that's air conditioned at a maximum security unit in Texas is the schoolhouse, the law library, the infirmary, and some of the offices where the supervisors work is air conditioned. The pickets where the guards are air conditioned. The church is air conditioned, but all inmate living quarters are not air conditioned. You know, me, I don't glorify gang members in prison because I stood on my own 2 damn feet. They don't show me nothing when they talk about me and my homeboys. I always ask them, what part did you play? Let's take your homeboys out the equation. Let's see what you made out of. Most of them can't stand their own fucking ground. You know, I talked to a guy, he said the reason he joined the gang, he said, man, I got 99 years. Prison is boring. At least they give me something to do. I can understand that. Now, if Texas would have never locked up all the gang members back in '84, they locked the whole prison system down and rounded all those guys up and placed them in ad save. Texas prison will be totally different. It'd probably be like a West Coast prison, but it's not. Those guys do not run shit. I have seen a guy, he participated in the gang renunciation program, and he got out running his mouth that he's still a gang member. He just played on them to get in population. And he tried to bring some politics to the unit that those guys weren't used to. Guess what they did? They went and snitched on his ass to gang intelligence. They reaffirmed him as a gang member. Now he's stuck like Chuck. The inmates are going to get rid of you. If you come out pushing a hard line, telling these guys they got to go get a life sentence for stabbing some motherfucker, man, your own car is going to give you up. Like I said, every car has informers. That is how gang intelligence know every damn thing that's going on. Can talk to you and name your fucking homeboys. How you think he get all that information? So I do not glorify them. They don't show me shit. We needed gangs when you had them fucking building tunnels beating the fuck out of everybody and turnkeys. Where was the damn gang at then? That's when we needed the motherfuckers. There was no gang. If it was, you kept everything on the low. You didn't make no fucking moves at all. None whatsoever. The few building tunnels who did get killed, they got killed by a guy who was Texas didn't have gang members. They got killed by a regular guy. He got tired of their bullshit and killed one of these sorry asses. It wasn't no gang affiliation. In the 70s, that was unheard of in a Texas prison. Matter of fact, if the building attendant saw you and the guys getting too close, they'll move you. They'll separate your ass. So you was dealing with inmates who think the same way you think. They're not guards. A naive country boy who's a prison guard don't know shit about street life. These guys come from the same background you came from. They think the same way you think. So they could sit and observe a day room and can tell about who is what. Like in my later years, I could do the same damn thing. I could come in from work at night and look at how guys standing in the day room, who's sitting at this table, who's standing by the window. And I can figure out if it's been a fight or it's going to be a fight. I can figure the shit out. I've been locked up so fucking long. I learned how to observe them guys. And the old man who I met at Ramsey Unit, the guy who served at 52 years, it's the smartest goddamn man I ever seen in prison. He ain't have no college education. I could sit and discuss business law with this man, and he know exactly what I'm talking about. He's not ad-libbing. He's self-taught. And he had prison psychology down pat. I would buy him a gallon of wine, and he'd get his cigar out, and I'd get my hot chocolate. He loved to talk to me, because I didn't try to go to this guy like I know every damn thing. I need to learn this kind of shit, because I might be in this motherfucker forever. I got to learn how to survive here. He loved to talk to me because I was a good listener, and I asked pertinent questions. And later on in my years of incarceration, some of the stuff I learned from this guy, I had to actually apply. Any aspect of prison you want to know about, this man mastered it. And he'd always, on the weekend, man, me and him would sit and ride. We'd start sometime early in the morning. Man, I learned a lot of stuff from this guy. He the one showed me about putting the iron in the gloves. He made me my first pair. Once I seen how he did it, in later years, I would wear some gloves out. I learned how to make them myself. I wasn't a young guy who would talk to one of these old guys been in here all his damn life like I'm smarter than he is. I don't know shit about this environment. It's a learning as you go basis with me. And the wrongful convicted guys, I met Escobedo, and he was convicted of sexual assault on his daughters. His wife had his daughters to come to court and say that he was sexually abusing them. They gave him a life sentence. He'd be out on the rec yard or standing around. Sometimes some Hispanic would just walk over and just slap the shit out of him on general principles. Me and him was talking one day. He said, man, you got to be away from me out of here, man. He said, man, I ain't molested my daughters. He said, I ain't ashamed to tell nobody what I'm in prison for. He said, I ain't did a damn thing. Nobody would help this guy. So I wrote the staff council inmates. They work for the state, but they supposedly represent the inmates. I wrote the staff council inmates in Huntsville, explained the facts of his case. One of the council substitutes there, one of the lawyers at the staff council inmates took his case, and he was acquitted. His daughters came forward. He didn't have no family on the outside but his daughters. So I got my mother to locate his daughters. His daughters came to visit him and told him, hey, we know you didn't sexually assault us. Our mother told us to say that. So he was cut loose. But he was same way the guy with the thin blue line who was accused of killing the Dallas police officer. Man, anybody who would listen at this guy, he would tell you he didn't kill that police officer, that he wasn't even there. And later evidence came out that he was telling the truth. Now, most guys in prison don't complain about they didn't commit the crime. Majority brag on the crime. Or they'll say, hey, they got me wrong on this, but I did all this other shit. So the universe is leveling the field. Me personally, I always looked at things from a crime victim perspective. I used to tell guys used to get mad with me. Man, you sound like a damn police, man. I'd say, man, you done went in this lady's house, stole her kid's gaming system, stole her laptop, stole all her personal effects. She don't have renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance. She might have bought that, purchased all that shit on credit. She still got to make those payments and replace those items. I said, do you give a damn about how that woman feels? You didn't give a shit. So take your licks in here. Stop fucking whining and crying about the food ain't no good. The guards is messing with me. Well, if they messing with you so much, mess with them back. I didn't have no time and no patience for no fucking crybabies. Our dude used to tell me, he said, man, you don't even act like you got a life sentence. Because I don't walk around all moody and be stressed out all the time. That stress will kill you in a fucking prison. Stress will take you out. Even though I'm human, sometimes it would bother me. I done had a couple incidents where I almost broke behind petty bullshit, sitting out on the rec yard one Sunday. I'm not getting to visit that Sunday. My mother was not coming, so I was just sitting there at Eastham. The rec yard is right there by the parking lot. You can sit on a bench and look at people get out of their cars, holler at the visits, talk to them. And I was just sitting there, man. I was just thinking about a new grape soda water. They sell grape soda water in the commissary, but I wanted a new grape soda water. Man, I almost went there, man. And guys seen what I was going through. They said, hey, man, come on, man. Let's play basketball, man. Let's hoop, man. They brought me out of it. One guy said, man, I'm shocked at you, man. As long as you've been here, he said, man, I look up to you, man. But I'm human too. This shit is wearing on me. All these fucking years is wearing on me. And another incident, a Christian biker gang from Dallas came to Styles Unit on their Harleys and shit. And we went out on the rec yard and talked to them, and they ribbed the motorcycles up. When those guys got ready to leave, me and a little buddy of mine, Randy Escalante, we stayed on the rec yard and looked at him drive off. He was from Austin, and I'm from Dallas. Man, I was so sad looking at them guys load all them Harleys, and man, I said, man, I wish I could ride back to Dallas with those guys. That was another point I almost broke, man. I was in the funk all the rest of the day. I was thinking about that, man. Some kind of way I got to get out of this fucking prison. And I can say for a fact, they didn't break me. I just got smart. I said, hell, I got to use my fucking brain. I saw the landscape changing. Now for all these assaults and hitting people with a weapon, these new prison administrators, they're not going for that kind of shit. You're going to get indicted, and your ass going to be in ad cell. So I said, well, I got to use my fucking brain. Occasionally, I would have to make a showing, because that is a fucking maximum security prison. It's going to be some damn fool going to say, fuck what that dude did in the past. I don't believe he all about that. And you got to show him, hey, I'm really about this, fool. Don't take my chill for weakness. I'm chilling because I see a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Parole started talking more and more about releasing me. So that keep me in check. I said, man, this is my only way out of here. I ain't got but 3 options. Parole, the morgue, or escape. 3 options. That's it. You pick the option. I can say I did my whole fucking sentence not whining and complaining about shit. That wasn't going to change a damn thing. Hell, I want to hear a solution. Okay, the food ain't no good. What the hell we going to do about it? You either eat it or you don't eat it. Now what's up? And by Clyde Barrow. It is documented in one of his autobiographies that a bill attendant was fucking. Now, when he broke out of Eastham, he killed that fucking bill attendant. Now, most guys is tough with a gun. But you take the gun away from Clyde, he wasn't about shit. He had a gun, he'd kill your ass graveyard dead. Now, old Lord used to be a guard. That's where he started at Eastham, where Clyde Barrow. He personally knew him. Old Lord started working for the prison system in 1921. That's when he started. And well, time restraints. I gotta end this. I could go rambling on, but I appreciate everybody watching, like and subscribe. I'm almost at that 1,000 mark. I got my shank. I appreciate all you guys riding with me, and we'll ride again tomorrow. And y'all have a good night. Thank you for watching.